Hello, everybody. My name is TaurusLehane, and welcome to Dead by Daylight. I was lucky enough to get into the early access PTB for Dead by Daylight. Mostly thank you to Zerbs. He was the one that I was in the chat of when I got the drop for the PTB early access, so thank you to them. I don't usually like to name drop in general, but I thought I would today just because I'm grateful for it, and it's something that I want to remember personally. I want to remember it. Now if it has an impact on others, great, as long as it's in a good way. But if it doesn't, that's okay too, because again, it's something that I want to remember. It's not something that I want to highlight because it's a big name in the DBD community. It's just because I want to remember as the person that I got the EA early access PTB from. Anyway, so this is the Judgment. I'm going to be making a few videos. That's what I'm planning on. Of the gameplay with them, and then also a few videos on the gameplay with Aurora, Star Daughter. I think that's how you say their name. So we'll quickly go over some of these things. I don't know how long the queue is. I just readied up, and I'll take it as a sign that I need to stop talking about things once the game begins, right? I mean, we could be here 10, 15, 20 minutes, you know, but I'm gonna hopefully not go on for that long. So the add-ons that I decided to try for the very first game is Eyes of Gerdhard. He rapturously tore the eyes from his face after seeing such brilliant visions of the future. 2 Barbarians, Chapter 60. Whenever a heretic completes a generator or opens an exit gate, the aura of all heretics are revealed to you for 5 seconds. And then we have Blindfold of the Devoted. Those who follow Gerdhard's path shall wear blindfolds to remember the sacrifice he made for his prophecy. 3 on Heresy, Chapter 61. Whenever you exile a survivor with the lowest amount of hook states, reveal the auras of all other survivors with the lowest amount of hook states outside of 32 meters for 5 seconds. And then I'm going to bring Putrid Oak. I'll read it, but it basically just makes sure the hooks are closer together. Calls upon the entity to considerably decrease the distance between sacrificial hooks appearing in the world. Secret. So this is something that's been in the game for a while. I didn't want to bring blood points because there's really no point in the PTB, and that's usually what I bring nowadays is blood points because I have pretty much everything else in the game. And then we have the 3 teachable perks for the Judgment. We have Celestial Witness. Every 30 seconds, if the obsession is at least 40 meters away from you, you see their aura for 3 seconds. Otherwise, the farther survivor becomes the obsession. Meh. I do like seeing auras, of course, but I don't like to be just limited to the obsession. And then it just makes the further survivor away from me the obsession. Otherwise, if the original obsession is 40 meters away, I don't know. It's meh to me. Hex under your thumb. I do not like hex perks, so I'll start off by saying that. Maybe this one will change my mind. The first time a survivor gains a hook state, a dull totem ignites. Whenever a running survivor gains haste within 32 meters of you, you are alerted. Running survivors cannot gain more than 50% haste at a time. Okay, so I hook a survivor, a dull totem becomes a hex totem. Whenever a running survivor gains haste within 32 meters of me, I am alerted. Okay. And then I'm assuming I should use my power towards them. Because I was alerted to... okay. Lay Waste. Whenever you damage a generator for each charge it has, it regresses 2% faster. Cooldown 45 seconds. I'm going to say that this is probably... okay, I like this one the most. The Lay Waste. purely because it has to do with generators, and as the majority of us know, the whole objective of a survivor is to finish generators. Not run a killer for 90 seconds or more, by the way. It's to do generators. That's what the goal of a survivor is to do. So I like this because it's generator based and it's relatively easy to like consider. You know what I mean? Like it's relatively easy to do. Damaging generators is something you should be doing anyway. I don't like this one because it's obsession based. I never like obsession based perks, and I don't like this one because it's a hex. I don't like hex base perks, and I don't like anything where there's like a really certain circumstance that you have to do, or you have to be in, or you have to get so that you get something for running a certain hex. You know what I mean? Like an example is obsession. It's obsession based, and there's always an obsession now, of course. There wasn't like 5 or 6 years ago, but there's always an obsession now. So there's always going to be somebody this can apply to. And then hex under your thumb. Again, I just don't like hexes. I don't like anything where it could be taken away from me. I just don't see a point in that. I just really, really don't like hexes. I never have. Sometimes I do run an all hex build, but that's only because it's like a challenge, right? It's like a little bit of a challenge. So yeah, I guess this one would be my favorite, but overall, I don't think that the killer perks are very good. The survivor perks are better. They are better overall than the killer perks, in my personal opinion. And I wasn't at all surprised by that because it's a community-built chapter for the first time. And the majority of players... Okay, I thought they were going to go higher than that. The majority of players are survivor mains. I mean, that's logical math, right? And I'm not a big math person, so I'm not going to go beyond that. But it is. It's logical math, in my opinion. So let's see. It's taken a while, but I kind of knew it would. So this is really cool. Honestly, the cosmetics are fantastic. I think. Supposedly there are going to be more cosmetics incoming, which I am, of course, excited for. So they're not all here. I don't know if they will be on the PTB, like the actual official PTB at some point or not, because this is just early access PTB. Ooh, this is so pretty. Oh, I love the animations in the wings. That's really pretty. But these are some that are in early access right now. Very cool. Okay, well, if you know me, you know I love purple. It's my favorite color. So this is definitely going to be the one that I would probably want to run most. I love the animations too. There's so many things in DBD, like not just on killers, but in general, that I feel like should have animations and have not had animations over the years. Oh, this one's kind of good too. Yeah, this has purple too. Not as much as the other one, but this one has purple too. I love it. Ooh. Oh my goodness. These are all like really, wow. I just love, I'm such a sucker for purple. This is cool too though. It reminds me of like a really gross creamsicle. Like an orange creamsicle. Oh. Not a big fan of green in general for the most part, but this looks pretty cool too. I feel like a lot of people are gonna like this one. I'm usually in the minority. Ooh. Oh, lovely. What about this one? Okay. It's not too bad. And this is just the prestige, I think. This is the full prestige, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, this is just the basic in general. This is the prestige. Yeah, this is the prestige. This is the one. Yeah, okay. So this is the basic cosmetic, and then this is the full prestige. Cool. Oh, this is the one that I'm using right now. Wait, hold on. I want to see. What is the... Okay, I kind of wish it wouldn't do that animation every time because I'm trying to figure out what the difference is between these two. Is it just the wings? Oh, I see. There is some more detail. It's kind of like the same color palette, but it's like got some more detail in it. That's cool. Okay, we're at 10 minutes. Well, now we're at 11. Oh, we could look at the Mori. Let's do that.
Consider this a mercy.
Okay, so the one big thing that I would say about that is it's not, and people have been pointing this out on social media, of course, that is not the Mori that we chose. The Mori that we chose is a bit more graphic than that. Because while I do love that Mori, like overall visually and everything like that, in my personal opinion, the end result, like the flaying of the skin, I feel like that's what's happening. It's just not enough. It's not enough. And in the original art, storyboard, whatever, it's supposed to like the survivor's like supposed to split in half essentially. And so not having that like kind of takes away from me, but I do love the eye coming out and like, you know, looking at them and then flaying their skin. I just think it could have been a little bit more over the top, crazy, ridiculous, whatever. And it's just not. Also, what is this? Oh, this is the new thing they were talking about. Where you can like newbies can come in. Excuse me, I had a cough. And they can like click on these things to see the killer power. I think that's pretty cool. There's my main. There's my little main. Yeah, she doesn't do that with Rusty Shackles though. So this is cool for newbies. Because this game, as I'm sure a lot of people would tell you, is not very newbie friendly at all because there's just so much. Oh, you're not going to show us anything with this. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I should actually read this myself, right? For her, even though there's no image here. Divine Light. Hold M2 to summon and control a column of Divine Light for up to 3 seconds, guiding it towards survivors. It does not damage survivors during this time. While guiding Divine Light, press M1 to cast it forward, which, after a short delay, damages and applies heresy. I'm gonna do the same thing Zerbs was doing earlier, where he was saying hearsay instead of heresy to any survivor's hit. The longer Divine Light is controlled, non-damaging delay is shorter. Cast duration is longer. Divine Light has 6-second cooldown. Zealous. Press left control to send a downed heretic to exile, giving them a hook state. If the survivor was on the second hook stage, they are killed instead. Upon sending a heretic to exile, become zealous for 60 seconds. Gain killer instinct on heretic survivors whose heresy is not depleting for 3 seconds. The 2 closest shrines to the judgment activate while zealous Increase divine light size by 10%. Increase divine light cast duration by 50%. Decrease divine light cooldown by 20%. Maintain control of divine light for 0.5 seconds after casting it. Exile. Exile acts like a hook. Upon entering Exile, survivors are given a Searcher's Pendant item. Exile is filled with dangerous seeds of punishment that reduce a survivor's sacrifice timer by 1 second when hit. Exile is also filled with helpful exiled souls. Survivors can hold M2 to point their Searcher's Pendant at exiled souls to collect them. For each exiled soul collected upon leaving exile, survivors gain an additional 0.5 seconds of 10% haste, gain an additional 0.5 seconds of endurance, gain an additional 0.5 seconds of elusive. Exiled souls no longer grant additional protections when all generators are completed. Survivors who aren't in exile can hold M1 at an active Shrine of Judgment to rescue a survivor from exile. This is one of the things where I need to like see and do myself, because this is a lot of information. A lot of information, and I feel like I'm not going to learn much by playing the killer, but I will learn a decent amount by playing survivor. Heresy, Shrines of Judgment. 7 Shrines of Judgment spawn throughout the map. Survivors gain Heresy when hit by Divine Light or by taunting the Judgment. Survivors can taunt the Judgment when they crouch 3 or more times within 10 meters. Gesture 3 or more times within 10 meters. Stand within an exit threshold for 45 seconds. Ooh. Ooh. Can we bring that down to like 15 seconds? That would be amazing. Survivors who gain Heresy while the Judgment is within 32 meters of the exit gate cannot exit the trial for 8 seconds. Heretics suffer from special skill checks while repairing generators. Missing the great skill check zone causes a generator to regress. Heretics can hold M1 at any shrine for 5 seconds, begin depleting their Heresy over 30 seconds. Survivors not in exile can hold M1 at an active Shrine Judgment to rescue a survivor from the exile. Okay, again, some of these, like, I'm gonna have to, like, actually experience myself to really get a hold on it. But I love, like, I kind of knew about the crouching. I didn't know gestures were involved and also, like, standing in the exit gate. But I feel like 45 seconds is a bit much. I think it should be, like, 15, 20 max. And then this one should be, like... This should be, like, 10 seconds. I don't know. Maybe that's too much. Maybe I'm... Oh, no. Why? Oh, no. Everything's missing. I don't want to cancel anything. Wait, if I click on this... Oh, no. Wait. It's all dark. No. Can I click on anything over here? That should be over here? Did I break it? Oh, no. No. I really don't want to cancel. Oh, no. What am I gonna do? I don't know what to do. Why is it like this? Why did I have to be curious? Why did I have to click on things? No. Also, I hate this. I really don't like this at all. It's giving unused mobile asset that we brought to the main game. And I don't like that at all. There are several things we want from mobile, mostly cosmetics. This is not one of the things we want. All right, I'm gonna cancel it, even though I hate doing that, and I'll just play the new Survivor. It didn't fix it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna end the video here, and I'm gonna try to redo literally everything, I guess. I'm gonna like restart it. This is terrible.